Hey, what's up everyone? I just wanted to make a quick video stating that there's going to be some storms coming our way. There's going to be a strong line of storms, they say. They believe they could be strong, and it looks like there's going to be, when they showed it on the radar, it looked like a large swath about like that, and all in the middle were storms, very large squall line, and the threat was going to be hail, damaging winds, and even a possible isolated tornado is possible in this system. So pray that we miss that. I know I'll be hoping and praying that we remain safe wherever we are, and that our home remains safe and our property is kept safe as well. And I've been talking about this toothache that I've been having. I was going to say, but I had a toothache all morning, and then I took this antibiotic, half an antibiotic that my mama gave me, and that helped out. Your prayers helped out a lot as well. And let's see, I'm going to try that thing that several people recommended, that oil. I'm definitely going to try that. I'll look it up and maybe try to order some or find some in the store. But the storms are going to be raging tomorrow, they say, so pray that we miss them. They say any time in the evening from 6 p.m. on to 6 to 8 p.m. So who knows, the timing could change, but pray that we miss them. Also, I have this sore in my mouth that popped up. I have these fever blisters, basically, that popped up in my mouth. They've been moving randomly through my mouth, so that might be why they've been popping up randomly. That might be why the toothache is stirred up even more, and the nerve has been stirred up in my tooth. I'm going to have surgery on that tooth eventually. We finally got I finally gave in and told my mama I guess I'll just give in and go get it done. I'm gonna have to have surgery on it, but they say it's an expert surgeon. He can do many different things, so, and the insurance pays $1,000 on it, I think, and so that would help out. So hopefully that covers part of it, I suppose. I think they'll cover, I don't know how much they cover of it on the dental, but the insurance that I'm under my daddy's work, I don't know how it works. I don't know how much they'll cover, but looks like I'll have to get it done. I know, because it's going down to the nerve. The thing is, they said the nerve in this particular tooth, it's like the nerve is like that, and he said this is that's a horrible representation there. Here's what was left of the tooth. Well, it's just barely any of it left. It's like that much gone, like a huge, the back of it's all that's left. There's a nerve that the root is like right there, and the nerve touches like right on the root, goes up through, and it also touches an important nerve on the jaw. And he said that is, the way I'm drawing that's horrible, but he said it's so close that he didn't want to perform the surgery because he was afraid he would mess up. He was afraid he would screw up and damage the nerve in my jaw, and I wouldn't be able to move my jaw right or talk right. So this is a very important surgery. It's very dangerous. The way he said, I have a rare issue with the nerve, and last time I was going to do that, but I had an infection. They didn't want to, so they had to give me antibiotics and some pain medication for it, because they told me that they didn't want to do it when I had an infection. And I've got an infection again, so that popped up now right when I'm thinking about doing it, so that's not going to work out right now. And maybe they'll give me something, I don't know, some antibiotics and pain medication. Maybe they could do that at the surgeon place, the orthodontist. But all that crap costs so much money. They claim it's for equipment, but they use that same equipment all the time. It's a huge racket, but you have to do it when you have to do it. But I've been using Orgel. Put anything on it, it hurts it into excruciating pain, but it's eased off throughout the day after I took that antibiotic. Then the sore popped up, so that's not going to help matters any. So then I took some acyclovir that my mama gave me that I had. That's for bumps and things in the mouth, sores, infection that pops up. But that's what's going on with that. They say everything about me is always rare. I have some rare thing, excuse me, some kind of a rare something every single time. Well, something just hit the bed while I'm laying here making a video, or just talking. Something just hit it. I don't know if you heard that or not. There's been all kinds of things like that happen to me. But let me think. The nerve, they said, is so close to the root nerve, and the nerve in my jaw goes right against it. And he said if you don't perform the surgery with just perfect precision, you'll touch that nerve in my jaw. And my jaw nerve goes in a weird way. He said it goes directly under that tooth. And he said if you were to cut or touch that nerve, it would permanently damage my jaw nerve, and I wouldn't be able to move it right or talk right. And that I don't want that at all. That's what worries me. But my daddy had a surgery done there once, and he managed to do that right without messing it up. So I guess I'll have to buck up and do that. Just suck it up and go on in, I guess. And they'll probably have to do more x-rays since it's been so long, but maybe they'll give antibiotics for the infection, I don't know. I'll go within the coming weeks, maybe. Near weeks from now. It's going to turn winter again, temperature-wise. Wind chill of 23, temperature of 28 on April 1st. But yeah, regarding the tooth, it's looking like I'll have to have the surgery done on the tooth. But yeah, pray that everything goes well regarding that, and also keep us in your prayers that we miss the storms and that our property remains safe. You know what's crazy in this life is, we just paid the property taxes, okay? And because you have to pay those every year, you have to pay them. You have to pay the taxes. Think about this. You have to pay the taxes on your property. If you don't, then you're penalized. You go to court. Then your house, your property's taken away from you. I mean, until your vehicle's paid off, you don't own your vehicle, obviously. And then you don't own anything in your house, because if you don't have a house to put it in, then you've got nothing. Your material items, doesn't matter. Your TV, your movies, your all of the food. Can't pay the electric bill. There's no way to keep the food. And just think about it. It's crazy that we don't own anything. A song I made a while back, a long time ago, actually, about 4 years ago. I wouldn't call that a long time ago, but I said you got your shows in the cloud and your movies, you got your shows or movies in the cloud and your music too. You don't own nothing, but they sure own you. That's what I was stating, because you have to pay the internet just to access your stuff in the cloud. And the fact that you're paying an internet bill, it's like you're paying on storage monthly for things you own. It's absurd, really, when you think about it. But another thing, if you can't pay for the electricity, you can't watch your stuff, period. You can't pay for the internet, you can't watch it. And as far as taxes, if you can't pay the taxes and something, Lord forbid, heaven forbid, something bad happens, you can't pay, and it can easily happen. You can't pay the taxes, you don't have a house or a property. So you really don't own anything. They own you, and the government owns the property up to a certain point on the road. They own up to a certain amount of feet away from the highway, so they can do whatever they want with your property. And they put 5G towers in without permission in places, and they're like, oh, well, people are like, wait, where'd these come from? I was asleep, or I was at work. They installed this, and they had to work. They had to continue paying the bills because they had to provide. Pay those taxes. And if you can't afford taxes on everything, then you don't own it. And you don't own anything. That's sad, really, to say in this world that you own nothing. You don't even own your children, because when they go to school, they're brainwashed, and the government, the state, the school, the system owns your children. And it's true, they own your children. They own them. It's like a prison for the thought, a brainwashing facility. And if you do something off or wrong that they consider to be wrong or offensive, now there are things that people go too far with, but if you do something in the slightest now, you have to take retraining, go through retraining programs, more of the mind control. You can't think for yourself. And they have children thinking that anyone that is not them is evil. And they put all these different groups against each other at a young age, and it's sad. It really is so sad. But think about that. If you can't pay the taxes, you don't own your land. You don't own it. You don't own anything. You own nothing. They own you. They own you and everything that you possess, everything that you think you have, they own. Anyway, and there's no getting away from it. But anyway, pray that we miss the storms, pray that our property is safe, pray that we are safe wherever we are, even if we're not at home at the moment. We might be going to my Nana's, I don't know. We might be going up to help her out, I'm not sure. It depends on how the day goes and how the weather is, and just pray that wherever we are, that we are safe and that our property and home are kept safe. And pray that everything with my tooth works out, because that nerve in my jaw, the important nerve for the jaw, is right up against the nerve of the root of the tooth, and they're pressed against each other, and it's pushing against it. When it gets swollen and infected, and a lot of infection and inflammation, it swells up against that nerve, and both nerves push on each other, and they said that causes a lot of excruciating pain. So that could be why it's in more pain right now, is because of the infection, because of the sores and infection and stuff that popped up, fever, blisters. I've been getting a lot of chills lately as well, so having to take Tylenol and stuff. But anyway, pray that the storms miss us. Pray that everything works out with my tooth, and that we're kept safe, our property is safe, and pray for everyone in need. I love you all. My links are below if you'd like to support. If you like my content, leave a like, subscribe, comment. God bless. Peace. Bye.